Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 2. It is our modded career playthrough, and we are going to start off by going to space. We're just going to escape the atmosphere. We're not going to worry too much about anything else. Let's see if there's anything that we can get here that's pretty easy. And looks like no. So we'll go ahead and go to research. We have 188 research to spend. We're going to go ahead and get the 5 science, rocketry, and do we want this one? I guess it's only 20. We're going to have to get it anyways eventually. So we'll go ahead and get that. And that is all we're going to need to get to space. It should be pretty easy to do. We're actually going to fly a Kerbal up there, so we don't have to worry about any kind of communications or anything like that. I'm thinking this will be enough. We'll go with the swivel. And from there, we're going to need a parachute, and we're obviously going to bring some science. And then we also need a decoupler in here. So I think that's good. I'm not going to worry about aerodynamics. It's probably a good thing to have, but we're not going to need it. We'll get that. We'll get 2 mystery goo containers. Those are centered now. Not that it really mattered, but just like to keep it looking nice and centered. We'll go ahead and put these on the side as well. And that should be everything we need. So this will be Rocket Mark 1. So we'll save that. We'll actually exit first. And we're going to do an EVA up in space. I think that'll be enough. Is it the astronaut complex? 5 active Kerbals. Kerbal can disembark only on Kerbin. Oh, there we go. Kerbals can EVA. Yeah, we'll do that. 75, that is most, well not most, half of our money. I think we'll be okay though. We shouldn't need too much money. At least not right away. And we can do some like space tourism type stuff. So let's go ahead and launch this. I think we'll just do Jeb. He's our trusty pilot, test pilot. And we'll go ahead and turn, once we load in, SAS on. Throttle all the way up. And I think that's everything. No, it's not actually. That was a close one. I almost hit spacebar. Get our staging correct, and we're gonna actually go towards the left, and maybe we'll get lucky and land up on the mountains. We'll go straight up for a second, or 2 or 3, and then we'll go ahead and tilt over and head, I'm guessing that's west? I don't really know. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and head up a little bit. If I had some like wings on here, it'd be a little bit easier to control. It started to tip over all the way, but we'll be okay. So if we head to the map, we should be able to see our apoapsis. It's 31. I think MacJeb also has our orbit info. Yeah, so we just want that to hit 70. And there we go. So now we got a few science we can run. We will go ahead and deploy all except the EVA. Keep all those. Collect everything. We ran out of fuel, so we're not going to worry about that. And then once we actually get into space, we'll go ahead and EVA. Because if we did it now, I think we'd get shot off. And we definitely don't want that. So, we are almost there. We'll also run some more science. So we will deploy all except EVA again. Keep that. Go ahead and EVA now. We will get the EVA report. Do not remove the helmet. I'm not sure what would happen at this point, but I don't think we want to find out. So yeah, that is everything. At this point, we can probably just detach. Yeah, go ahead and detach, and we'll fast forward. Do a little time warp. Actually, looks like we can do another EVA. Can we? What is it telling us it can do? Yeah, EVA report. Take that. So we'll go ahead and do that. Collect all. So we are above the Highlands. There's the KSC way over there. There's our first booster stage, our only booster stage. And we'll just go ahead and float back down to Kerbin. What do we got here? EVA report, we should have time. It probably would not do this in real life. One little slip, you're headed back in, and you're toast. Alright, so we'll head back down. We're going to actually go ahead and point right around there. So once we hit the atmosphere, we don't wiggle around as much. And all the heating will be on the bottom, where it's supposed to be. Definitely not going to do an EVA report way up here, because again, I think we'll get shot off. So yeah, we're just going to float back down to Kerbin, wait for our parachute to work. We may have taken that a little steep, so we're going to lose all the science stuff. But everything else survived. Luckily, we collected all of the data before, and we have all 11 in there. So yeah, I think we'll be okay. So we'll just go a little bit further down. We should be slowing down. Go ahead and deploy the parachute. And I don't think we'll have any problems slowing down. Yeah, we'll be okay. Deploy the parachute all the way. And we're like right in the middle of the ocean. I was thinking we'd end up a little bit closer to here, but I miscalculated that by a lot. Not a big deal. We got everything we needed. We can actually EVA right here. So let's do that. EVA, EVA report, board. So yeah, another thing they wouldn't do in real life, but yeah, we're okay. Get the extra science that we can. And yeah, this water looks awesome with all of the mods installed. Alright, so we have splashed down. I'm going to go ahead and recover. We should have completed the contract. Got a whole bunch of science. Probably some money from the contract and the science. A couple milestones. So yeah, we earned 104 science there. We're up to $200,000 or whatever they call it. And we'll go ahead and clear these out. World's first milestone. Speed record, altitude record. We reached space. Performed a spacewalk. Broken land distance record. Twice. So we'll go ahead and delete all those. Goal achieved. And escape the atmosphere. So yeah, that is looking good. Now, the question is, what do we do next? I think I'm gonna want to try to set up some sort of comms network, but I'm not really sure how we want to do that. I was thinking we could put like some sort of comms antenna up here, maybe even down here. Actually, that looks like it's all water. I've never actually been to the South Pole in Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, we definitely need to do some sort of comms network, because if we ever want to get data or like a unmanned flight, we're going to need to have communication with it. Not at all times, but most of the time. And I think usually when you circularize, it is not right above the Kerbal Space Center. So let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do next. So no matter what we do, we're going to need some solar panels. So we'll go ahead and research that for 90. If we're going to the North Pole, we're probably going to want the BonVoyage autopilot. That way we can drive something up there and we don't have to worry about actually driving it ourselves, because that'll take hours and we'll probably crash along the way because I'll get impatient and time warp. Yeah, but we're also going to need one of these antennas. Let's go back and see what kind of antennas we actually have right now, because we need relay antennas. Right here. Oh, so we do have this one. I think, yeah, short range relays. So we could use that on some of our early communications. So we don't actually need to upgrade the research center to buy this, and that would be the only thing we could buy. So we'll leave that one out for now. Yeah, I say we go ahead and get the BonVoyage. We'll go ahead and plan like our little trip up there. We'll get that. And let's actually see, is there any water on our way up there? Looks like we can just drive straight up there. So I'll make a rover and we'll go ahead and drive up there automatically. But what kind of things will we need? We won't really need that. And since it's a rover, it needs the wheels. I'm thinking that's really all we need. We don't really need anything crazy. It's basically going to be an antenna with wheels and batteries. We don't need any fancy rockets or struts or adapters. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. So let's go ahead and go into the spaceplane hangar, and we'll go ahead and build up an automatic rover satellite thing. We may actually need 2. But we'll see. We'll build one first, get it out there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here is our little rover. We got the relay antenna here. We have a mystery goo, thermometer, and the pressure sensor on the other side. We've got 4 batteries and a bunch of solar panels. And then, of course, the BonVoyage autopilot. So if we go ahead and launch this, we can give it a little test, make sure I can drive it. I assume if I can drive it, BonVoyage can drive it just fine. And yeah, it should do what we want. Hopefully the electric charge is okay. So we'll go ahead and start. Go ahead and extend antenna. That is good. And then we'll drive it. So forward, Drives just fine. We are losing some electric charge, but that's no big deal. We turned a little too fast there. Let's go ahead and revert flight to launch. That was my bad. Don't go full speed and then turn as sharp as you can. Never a good idea. So let's go ahead and extend that antenna again. And we're actually going to be heading like north. So I don't actually know which way north is because of that, but it's somewhere in this direction. And it actually looks like we're almost gaining. Yeah, we are gaining some electric charge. So that is good. The only thing left to do is actually turn on BonVoyage. And we'll pick on map. We are going to be heading up this direction. So this is Kerbal Space Center. We're just going to go straight north. Get as close as we can to the North Pole as possible. Let's try right there, see if we can find a route. So yeah, basically what I'm doing is picking a target on the map. Right now it's going through all sorts of things. Route not found, try another target. So that means there's some water or something in the way, or we picked somewhere weird. So let's try here. Route found. So that's good. We'll go ahead and hit go. BonVoyage autopilot is active. Switch to another vessel or scene to start moving. So from this point, we can go to, let's say, the tracking station or space center. Actually, shut down the controller. We should stop, probably. All right, so we are stopped. Activate. We'll try that again. We'll pick on map. And somewhere up in here. Route found, so that's all good. We'll hit go. And we will go to the Space Center. So that should start moving on its own. We should be able to see it from here. Once we load in, if we turn, it is right there. And it is moving very slowly. That's exactly what we want. So we want to be able to launch other vessels into the air while that is going towards its destination. Yeah, it is moving, just very slowly. So yeah, we can do other things while that goes up north, and we'll have a little relay antenna up there. The only thing I'm worried about is it gets too far north and it won't actually have a connection to the Kerbal Space Center anymore. So I'm thinking, I think we sent it up here somewhere. That may be like the absolute furthest it can get with still having a connection. So we'll see. We'll let that go. We'll do other things while that's doing its autopilot. And yeah, eventually we'll have a little radar center up there for communication. But that is going to do it for today's episode. If you liked today's episode, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, I would appreciate you subscribing. That'll make sure you don't miss any future episodes from this series or any other series I'm doing. And feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, thoughts, anything in the comments below. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode.